Hello guys, and welcome back to this edition with Ronnie
Thanks, John.
and Alan Toomey.
John, thanks for bringing
Now, Ronnie, I interviewed you just over a year ago, and it was all about arm wrestling.
Yeah.
And I'm delighted to have you and Alan back here today. And I'd like to know where you're at right now and what are your plans going ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly. And then same as well. I think we kind of had it up to this point now, but from this point on, I want to share as well from where we are as a team going forward. You know?
Yeah, because we've done a lot of your history the last time and how you were doing. But I think now it's kind of, I suppose, since the last year, like, what have you done? What have you improved? And what basically are your hopes going forward?
We want to go to what's the plan forward, where we want to end up, in a sense.
Can I just answer that question there, Ronnie?
Of course.
Like, I know Ronnie might have different views to me, but my hopes for arm wrestling is just get it out there, let it get recognised, break down the right doors, talk to the right people.
The right people.
Put it in the right direction where it needs to go, because I want arm wrestling to be recognised as a sport where people are welcomed, young, old, but people are welcomed, and just enjoy something that
we started ourselves in our area, in like no, it's the whole of Cork, right? But this is Cork. This is the first time
Cork
the Cork
arm
team,
wrestling,
as the Cork arm wrestling team, we are legit, right? We just want to make it official. We want to be able to put some mark on the map. Do you get me?
And you're both very passionate about arm wrestling.
Yeah, and our whole team are, to be honest.
Yeah, they are. I with some of the lads, I have to be fair. And I suppose that's why we're doing the interview today, because we kind of want to move forward now in the right direction.
Yeah.
And as you said, one time it was street arm wrestling.
Yeah.
We're gone from that now. And it's a case of, I suppose, even locations.
Yeah, like, the location we're in at the moment is fantastic for us. I enjoy it. Now, other people don't really enjoy it as much, but I enjoy where we are. But at the same time, I know there has to be some growth. Eventually, we want to get something that's more permanent where we are going forward. Do you get me?
I do. And we'll say you're on about getting something more permanent.
Yeah.
Is there a location roughly in the city? Is it in the north side? Where would you like to be if you were given the choice? I don't know who's listening, but we need to get it out there now for you today.
Yeah.
Like, what location would you be happy with in general?
To be honest, personally myself, I would like it up in the Cork area where I'm from, more likely, or even in Cork, somewhere within reason, distance of everyone that we have. Like, there's no point going to the other side of Cork or the other side of Antrim, because most of our team is from that area.
The north side anyway.
From the north side anyway.
Geographically.
If it was a perfect world, I would like it up the north side, because the north side is where we originated and is where most of our team are. And it's where I started. I like our where my history started from, and my future to be in the same area.
And you'd like to develop it there.
Yeah, 100%. I'm very proud of where I come from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like, I think that's the big thing now, lads, getting a place that's permanent where people can go in and they know it's there on a regular basis then. And I think that's, as I said, the purpose of the interview as well, that try and get a place where literally you know you're there, you can concentrate on the arm wrestling, and you don't have to worry then about maybe it changing next year or the following year or anything like that.
Yeah. Like I was saying there, I'm sorry, Ryan. I was saying there, like, I want arm wrestling to grow. I want to get it out there, but in order to do that, we need a place to call our own in order to have it established. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. That's what I generally want.
Need a home.
This is the direction I want arm wrestling to go, so that a generation behind us will put all the graft, all the groundwork into someone that people behind us will benefit from all our graft and hard work and groundwork to just advertise and promote a sport that needs to be promoted.
You're going to build the foundations. Like, literally, this room here, this is a gym, this is my own, something like this up in the north side. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be that big.
And all is welcome.
Everyone is welcome. Yeah. All ages.
Well, up to 18 over.
18 and over,
yeah,
that makes sense too. Yeah, it does, because they're adults and obviously they come and go as they please. For people that enjoy the sport, they'll obviously stay there. Others might just tinker around with it, but it's all about getting the right people in.
We want people to take it serious in the same sense. Do you know what I mean?
And like, I have been looking at your YouTube channel. I think that's there now over a year, is it?
Street level arm wrestling, for anyone that's watching, just let you know.
That's the one. And I noticed you're doing matches now and everything, and it seems to be promoting well.
Yeah, it's growing. Slowly but surely, it's definitely 100% is growing, alright. You know, what we need is, like a couple of years ago there when the UFC came to Ireland, you see it blowing up. We need something like that. So, no, it won't be a Conor McGregor or anything like that. That will probably kick it up. You never know. But we arm wrestling is where UFC was before the Conor McGregor came into it. No, this is the UFC side of it. So it's small like that. But that used to be small years ago. Yeah. Well, and then all of a sudden it blew up. Now strongman has blown up as well in the last few years as well. Same kind of thing.
You need something to kickstart.
Yeah, we need something to kickstart basically. Yeah. Maybe it might be us down here doing this, what we might do to bring the others to it. But no, we have other teams now as well in the country, up the north, Kilkenny, Dublin. They're doing very good things. You know what I mean?
It's very popular.
We actually have a world champion at the moment as well for the Kilkenny team. I hope you don't mind if I name drop age, you know, the wire. Do you know what I mean? European champion. He's going for Euros there in October. October 6th or something, I think it is. So he's going away on as an Irish athlete. He's already an Olympian. Yeah, he's already an Olympian. Now they have pros on all their teams, right? Yeah. We need to become pros. Yeah. Now, if a pro wants to come and train with us and think 100% we'll grow from that. But we also want to grow our team, that we have pros on our team. We want to be what they are. They're about 3 or 4 years or 5 years ahead of us, right? And we want to be that.
But the reason why they're ahead of us, Ronnie, because they have the place, the establishment in order to grow. We don't have. Yeah. See, that's what our goal is. We want a place, an establishment, so in order that we can be where they are in a few years.
In the next 5 years.
We want to grow, but the reason they grew is because they had a place to grow with.
So the key seems to be get your location, and once you have your location, at least then it's the right place. Yeah. People could come in. Like, what would you call the gym, or we say the arm wrestling?
It's going to be the Cork arm wrestling team, because like I know in my YouTube street level arm wrestling, but you can't be calling the team street level arm wrestling.
No, because it's Cork oriented.
We're trying to get off street main.
And I suppose a question we'll say for an ordinary person that might know, like, do you have to do gym workout in there as well? Is there much? Like, we know the arm wrestling, we know the table, but is there other
to me,
machines?
Arm wrestling is a strength sport, but it's not the most important thing. There's all in these techniques and these knacks you need to learn in arm wrestling. You can be the strongest man coming in off the street, but unless you have all these knacks, techniques, and know how to arm wrestle properly and safely, it's very important. But when you do know all these things, it is strength. It is a strength sport, but it's not the most important thing.
So this is how I break it down, right? So you can be a strong person and go into arm wrestling and get destroyed. Right. But if you're an arm wrestler and you get strong, then you can dominate arm wrestling. Do you get me? Yeah. So the sense is, now I will put it across this way, that it's a sport that you can come in at whatever level you want to come in at. You can come in at a very high level if you want, or you can come in at a small level. You can come in and join us and never do the gym in your whole life. You just want to join us and we'll accept you.
Yeah,
and we'll teach you.
That's great.
You're not judged either.
Yeah. Or you could be just for good mental health. We have loads of fellas in our team that are half out. But that's good with us as well.
And that's great for the confidence lads as well.
It's very good the social aspect as well. Yeah. When you walk in, each person is individual and they have their own little beliefs and their own little things. And they have their own, like, when you walk in here, you walk into a family to home and you're welcome. Everyone is welcome. Yeah. Big, small, it doesn't matter. We're not judged. And you are made feel at home, you are made feel welcome, and you are made feel wanted.
And you know the thing is, and we wind each other up to death.
Banter.
When we're on here, we say, listen to me, we wind each other up. And you need that. Because what I would say about a lot of us were individuals, they were outsiders.
Individuals, that's
right? We're all individuals that are outsiders. Some of us are antisocial. Some of us are not so sure themselves confidence-wise. Right. And what happens when when you come into harness, you're just like a good bit, confidence grows. Yeah. Do you get me? So it's growing.
You all become one, like a team, like a family, and there's a good sense of being in there.
So how it's considered, right? It's considered a sport that you do on your own, in the sense that when you're on the table on your own, but it's a team sport.
Everyone has your back.
Yeah, you train together.
But if I can say, that's the one thing I like about arm wrestling as well, that I suppose it's an individual sport at the end of the day, and like you said there, And Alan said, you don't have to compete.
Yeah,
You can go as high as you want, or you can just come in, get stronger, be there for the social aspect. And no, obviously, no, you're there for the standard too, but you don't have to go all out.
Like that's what I'm there for.
Yeah.
My own standard. I'm there to grow as an individual and become a professional. That's what I want. That's my goal. But then Alan.
So you're aiming high.
I'm aiming high. Yeah. But then I don't expect anything else of anybody else that wants anything.
They all have their own.
What is it that saying about all ships grow with the tide, is it?
Yeah.
Right? So even if I'm becoming a professional, right, and this fella lower me training with me, eventually he will become better. He will become close to my level, in general. Like at the moment, now Alan, right, he's been dealing with a lot of injuries coming up recently, but at this present time of moment, I would consider Alan on par with me. In the sense on the right.
Well, that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a very good compliment, Alan.
And I was he only got a pin on me recently, and our match is up this Tuesday. We have a match, so we'll put that out there as well, right? See, we do.
Oh, he caught you already?
Oh, he already caught me.
Oh, you never told me that, no, Alan.
I put it there, so man, he's going on. I'm giving the man a tap in the back, right? Do you know what I mean? So we have competitive outside team, and we have competitive inside. See, at one point when we was leaving the team, this is how I saw it, right? Down here our matches didn't take them serious. In a sense I did, but I didn't. I didn't have to take time off or whatever from. But and up the country I'd take a couple of weeks off and then train so that you'd be prepped and ready to go. But what I've noticed the last 2 times we do, they're called match nights, right? The last 2 match nights we had, the competition was so good that I came to the conclusion that no more do I not take our lads serious anymore. Some of these, they got wins on me. Do you know what I mean? I was like, whoa, this is serious now. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
These lads now need to be taken serious now.
Yeah, these lads are catching up.
Yeah, they're catching up with me. Like, do you know what I mean?
So I've come to the point now where, like, again in this interview, it has to be developed now for him. Because what will happen now is he'll become stagnant. You're all ready for the next level. And you're telling me now, because I know, going back a couple of years ago, Alan was doing well, but he wasn't at your level.
No.
And even last year when I interviewed you, Alan was still doing well, but he wasn't at your level. Yeah. But I didn't know that he actually beat you. And really, like, whoever's listening.
It was only a pin now, we just put it out there, right? It was on 2 pins. Alright?
But it's 2 that weren't there before. So it's like you're the head coach as such. So it's all, like, it's good because, like, you want to see your lads become every bit as good as you, if not better.
I think, now, I'm not putting their teams down, I don't know their mindsets, but I'm assuming that's what makes us different than our team. I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that where we are is there's no selfishness. Now, I'm not saying there isn't their team, so I don't know, I haven't trained them, but I can only speak for ourselves, and when I learn something up the country, do I not come down and go, this is what I'm have to learn it.
You don't hide it.
The mistake I made was this, lads. So what happened is, recently I went up the country and I lost a match versus one of the lads up the country, right? 2 matches I lost, right? One I was close, one I got destroyed. And then a match just before that, I won one, drew one. It was a draw for us, right? 1 hour each, right? So, but what I came down out of that then, right? And I came down to the lads, like, at the start, I thought we were being cheated, right? That's okay to think that way at the start. But they know it's okay if people think what they want, and I speak honest with people. But I was thinking I was being cheated to a sense. Not cheat, but I was being kind of unfairly done a little bit, right? But then I came down to the realisation, do you know what? They're not unfairly doing me, you know what? What it is that I am training down here wrong and they're training up there right. So stop thinking that you're being undone and start getting the mindset better that, do you know what? If you train like they train and set up like they set up, you'll have a better chance. So did I not come down and start training a new setup?
You're basically saying you learn from these lads because they're ahead of the game. And you need to be where they're at.
And the setup, see what is the setup? So I'm not going to get too far into the setup, people won't understand. But in the setup, we were doing our matches in a different angle to them. And when our matches was grand, we all thought we were doing well. But when we left the country, then the lads were setting us up at a different angle. So now all of a sudden, instead of me being in here when I'm comfortable, I'm out here when I'm not comfortable. And when it's going in, right? So they're out here and they go boom, and they have me. And I'm trying to get into where I'm used to. So now then I start training for about 2 months, right? And I started training outside up here where I don't like being. And then I took another match after that, and I dumped the country and got a match, and I won 3-0. And I was like, no, was that the level he was on? Was he on that level or was he not on that level? But I don't know, was he not? But at the same time, what I took out of it was this new setup. And I got to do it down our team a couple of times in matches and setups. It worked. Because once they hit me, instead of me going, trying to get into me, I kind of went, and an armist will understand what I'm saying in that sense. Do you know what I mean?
So you're learning still.
Yeah.
It's all trial and tested, but you know what? The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
That Ronnie went up, and like as he was saying, he was beaten, but he came away more knowledgeable, and he brought that.
He learned from the experience.
He brought that loss back home, and he didn't keep it for himself. He shared it with the rest of the lads, and to be fair, what he's sharing with the lads and the education he's putting on all the lads, making them better and stronger and more conditioned.
Yeah.
And we're able to compete. Like, you go up to an arm wrestling table, it is an individual sport, even though you have a family behind you, which is all the lads sharing, you're on your own in there.
Yeah.
But if you have all these little knacks, tools, and you know what, ability will always come in front. And ability will always come in. And like you were saying there, it is a strength sport, but at the end of the day, if you can do anything in the small little tweaks to make you a better arm wrestler,
there's tactics, you have to be clever, there's a lot goes on behind the scenes.
100%. And it's all small things there, wrestling, small little movements, small little setups, small little things.
Small changes, but makes a big difference.
Like I do sometimes in the group, I do a little picture of what I was 2018, late 2018, 2024, right? I put it in the group. And the setup, you could see the setup was so different. And it just changes. And I don't know one in there, I do little pictures of the through the years.
Right.
I do all the little things. I do these things for myself to remind myself where I am, where I've got, and where I'm going to. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Do you know?
Where you've been, where you are now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so you can see, like when I looked at the first one, I was I was all over the place, you know what I mean? But then when you look at the last picture, like setting up like a proper arm wrestler, it was like the big difference. Even from 2 years ago, sitting inside and things like that. So how could I be a top roller? How could you get a top roller in a call like this? Look, that's a technical thing that you just learn over time. You get me?
But as you said there, you went up the country, you learned an awful lot.
Oh yeah.
But it sounds to me, lads, like you really need to get where they're at.
Yeah.
And it sounds you're very capable.
Yeah.
And your team is.
We are capable, John, but we also need a bit of help and hand to get there.
Do you need a bit of funding as well? Or?
If it's out there,
I tell you now, right? Funding, just in case anyone's listening, they think, funding, they need loads of money. We don't need loads of money. All they need to do is give us space. Insure it, and we'll do the rest ourselves.
Yeah.
We'll buy the equipment ourselves, or if anyone wants to support us with equipment, we're not saying no. But we have lots of equipment if we have that. We have tables. Do you know what I mean? Now we might need more in the future, who knows, as the team grows. But at the moment we have 2 tables. We have a couple of arm wrestlers that have tables as well. So if I look at the overall picture, I think we have about 4 or 5 tables if we really want to hold something together, right?
Yeah.
So if we got a space, there might be a couple of tables, right?
Yeah.
But I myself personally have 2 tables. Our own lads, like Alan, the lads are talking lately about getting their own another table. So we have no problem.
The equipment is there, basically.
Yeah.
The place is not.
Yeah, the place is. And if you don't get a permanent place, we could be back here again, guys, this time next year again.
And it's not
have the same conversation. And we don't want that now.
No, I would put up there, we do the job where we are. And we really appreciate that when we got so far. The lady that has the place down Shannon Street, I really appreciate it, right? And it's a community centre. So I really appreciate it for that lady giving us that spot.
Yeah, it's great to have a location.
Before that, we lost our spot. We won't give names or anything, right? We lost our spot and Alan took us in for about 6 months. And Alan didn't throw us out. We just knew we had to grow.
Yeah.
So the lady gave us in Shannon Street.
It's not that we had to go, unfortunately, my place is tiny, and only it was limited numbers, where there was other people eager to get back into it, but the place was the big thing. I think honestly, for this to grow, the place is the most important thing.
I think it's vital here now.
And it will open doors for other lads to come back. Since he got that place down in Shandon Street, other lads have come back because there's a place to come back to.
Yeah.
You know,
because you actually need a place.
Moving forward here, having a place is the most important.
And it's an absolute shame. Because I tell you why, we have actually lads in our team that are from the Mitchelstown team, right? I mentioned them, and we have a couple of guys that are on our team that visit us and visit the Kilkenny team as well, right? They know what they are, right? And what it is they're really strong people. Okay? Like the Mitchelstown people, for instance, they're really strong.
They actually are strong men out there.
Yeah, a couple of lads out there. There's 2 or 3 of them down there, right? 3 of them visit us regularly, right? And they're really strong. Now they're getting more technical from teaching. When they come away from us, they'll come away with an awful lot of knowledge. And they always say it's great. But if we had a permanent thing, they could come to us permanently more often. Do you know what I mean? Do you know? And they are there's 3 lads in that team there. They're savagely strong. I technically would be better than them, but they're stronger than me at a level that's unbelievable.
We all love each other. Do you know?
Yeah, the level of strength these lads have, on
different level.
So everything else, the more you do things, the better you get at it.
Yeah.
It means like when you start doing something for the first time, yeah, it's going to be hard, but the more you do it, the better you get. You know, it's never going to get easy.
No, but it sounds like you're at a place now, you're after getting very knowledgeable, you're technical, you're after improving, and you just don't want to go backwards.
That's exactly it. We don't want to. We've took a step backwards.
Yeah, you're after doing too much hard work now that you want arm wrestling to be recognised and come.
Yeah,
and like I was saying, right, the girls' soccer team as well, right, lately are getting a lot of praise and they're growing, right?
Yeah.
And it's great to see that from.
Yeah.
Like, I want us to eventually get to the point where we're recognised. Like, see, I think that, I'm not saying that people don't support the arm wrestling because they do, and most people don't even know it exists, so I'm not judging anyone, right? But I want us to be supported in the sense that, like not supported money wise, but like as in like known and people know us as a team.
You want a bit of publicity as well, lads.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Because at the end of the day, like,
basically.
as you said there a while ago, like even for confidence, mental health, even for the social aspect, somewhere to go. Like not every lads are girls.
Yeah.
Have you any girls on the team?
We have no girls on the team. And we're not against any
and that's it.
any
That's another thing because I just brought up the ladies soccer team. Like the girls obviously are into every sport now as well. And like once you get your location, the sport grows a bit, I guarantee there will be girls show up as well. 100%. And this is what it's all about, going forward. Because like going backwards, it can't happen.
No, we can't go backwards, 100%. No, we can't go backwards. I don't want it to go backwards. If it goes backwards, it'd be an absolute shame. And you know what would be a shame if in a couple of years' time there was no Cork arm wrestling team at all. It is a possibility. Do you know what I mean? Because there's only so much we can do.
There's only so much. You need someone that might see this and go, lads, I have a location, I can help you out, I can do something for you somewhere along the line. And like, I suppose another question then is, how many times a week would you use that location?
See, at the moment we're using location once a week. Now, if we were to use location, if it was to be
probably need more than once.
Probably twice.
Yeah, you probably need two or three.
Probably need one at the start of the week and one at the end of the week.
Yeah, the reason why we're using it once a week because that place is used for other things.
I know,
so
exactly.
That's why we're restricted.
Exactly.
We're restricted.
And that's my point, that if you had your own location, you could go there 2-3 nights with no problem.
And we can,
yeah. Or even if we could get like no, we'll fill it with our own gym gear, but if we got some support as well to get gym gear in there, we could arm wrestle there and we could actually train together as a team.
That's what I was saying well ago as well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what all that. See the Kilkenny team, the Dublin team, and the Northern Ireland team, and all these other teams, they do the gym together. They do arm wrestling together. They do it all together. They warm up, they cool down, they do the whole lot together. Like we only do table time together. We don't do the gym together.
And that's the thing. Like, and would you have a bit of equipment in there then for to do the gym as well?
No.
Would that be the plan?
The year we were in beforehand was up in John's gym, and we had equipment there, and we were able to use it. Like,
I was up there actually. Right, yeah. It was lovely. And there's something like that you need.
We need something like that. Yeah.
A little bit of equipment in the background.
Yeah. Something just pulley systems, right? Yeah. Like, even 1 or 2 pulley systems, a bench,
just weights up as well.
Like that,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know you can do a lot of stuff. You can do a lot of stuff with a bench, weights, a bar. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
You can turn into a massive club. There is fair. This can grow to where it's not just an arm wrestling thing. It can come to a club and where all's welcome.
And I put up there for whoever's listening as well. There's room for profit for whoever is coming into it. Not and even Ross says, obviously if it came to profit in the end, I would like to make a profit.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not doing it for money. There's no money involved.
No, you're doing it for the love.
Who doesn't do something? Who doesn't want it to get to?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you never know.
There is room for like someone to come into it and go, look, I'm going to support it in a few years. Is there profit in it? There could be. Yeah. Do you know? There could be like.
There could well be. Yeah. Because you've seen what's up the country. You've seen what they're about, and you're going to probably matches down there then as well. Yeah. If you had the right location, couldn't you?
Yeah, we could host a tournament even. Now, that's where the money is, in a tournament. If you get a competition, see, all for a tournament, all you need is, right, people who are knowledgeable how to set up a tournament in the sense that they know how to do the brackets and stuff, okay?
Yeah.
And tables.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
That's how they do up the north. I'm up in the north, I went through 2 tournaments, and that's what they needed. Like, they had a space, a gym, and they had people, they worked at knowledgeable and stuff, right? And then they did 2 tables, and everyone was like, or 2 table thing, and they would like do the 2 classes at the same time, and then they switch over, and then, do you know what I mean? And
it works.
And people paid to come in.
Yeah, they pay.
I think now, I'm only guessing now, I think it was, the last time I went up, it was €30 an arm to join in. So it was, or €20. It would have been 20 or 30 euro an hour, but I went in with both arms the last 2 times, right? So that's me, and if there's another 100 people there, right?
Oh, right. Would there be that many?
Oh, 100%. Like people come from
right.
all over the country will come, and if it's good enough, people can come over from overseas, from England.
Yeah.
If it catches on.
Well, I suppose that's what I get out of this interview now. It's like there's a completely different mindset now with you, because last year you were on this level, where now it's kind of really gone up a level. Like you've become very educated in the last year.
Oh, definitely.
And very passionate about moving forward and getting a proper location and doing what you were just speaking about there. Yeah. And Alan there, to be fair, I think Alan, you know, I did, like, going from the vibe there as well, I think Alan kind of sees you as kind of the mentor and the coach down the years. Yeah. Because, like, what you brought in earlier there in the interview was about getting people in kind of young as well.
Yeah.
In their 20s maybe?
We have 2 or 3 in our team at the moment.
18 would be preference, like, but
18 to 30, getting in young lads.
Yeah.
That you can, because obviously youth is youth. You can't argue with youth. No. And you can develop lads there. And the thing about arm wrestling, like, you know the way lads might play football or soccer.
I know.
Like, they might be thinking, geez, what's there for me? Arm wrestling could be there.
Yeah, good point, John.
And I can what I mentioned, right? The name drop, as it is. We have 2 lads at the moment, Luke and Ben, on our team, right? They're only young for 21 and 20, right? They're only in the team a short time. And they're after learning in that short time what I'm after learning in 10 years. And that's isn't it? Ben, right?
Can I just say something? The reason why they have learned in that short time is because Ronnie's a very good coach and he's very good at educating people the right and wrong ways how to arm wrestle and how to train and how to basically move your body.
Yeah, so
he's not a selfish Ronnie's a very good arm wrestler, but I personally think he's a better coach. And he actually does things, and when he's explaining things, it's so to the point, like, he doesn't confuse you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm as thick as 2 planks.
If
he can make me...
He's not only 2, he's only thick as 1 plank.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, he's after the knowledge you have to give me, the education you have to give me in arm wrestling.
Yeah.
He's making me look small.
No, because, like I said,
yeah.
Arm wrestling, like I know a lot of people say, is a strength sport, which I had a lot of strength coming into arm wrestling, but I had no knowledge of it. And when I first went into arm wrestling, I was being beaten by people half the size of me, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Because
you didn't understand the technicality.
And I tell you, he was there one day, and he was talking to me, and he was talking about sugar, and he was saying, I'm thinking about leaving because they're all killing me. And I said, listen to me, Alan. This is what I said to him. I said, Alan, come here. I said, what? I said, I will make you a promise. He said, what's that? I said, I promise you, if you stick with me, I said, within 2 years, I said, you'll be beating all the lads. And what are you doing today?
You know, he's right.
Well, that sounds to me like guidance.
Yeah.
And guidance is a big thing as well. Because, you know, when you walk into any establishment, any walk of life, you need people to be in there that have the proper mindset, and like you said earlier, they don't judge you, and if you come in, you're made welcome. And in fairness, you know, Ronnie, you could have told them, look, go on away, look, maybe you're not that great, but you saw the potential in him, and you knew it. So I can understand now why you're saying he's probably ultimately would be a better coach.
We have potential in a lot of people. We have a guy as well at the team as well at the moment, Max. Right? And he's doing great things at the moment. He is, like, genuinely, I'm sorry about name dropping, but I think people in the team need to be named. We have another guy in the team, the legend that is Mally. I tell you. And Dave, what a man to turn up. When they turn up, right? Dave's one of these guys that turns up every few weeks, right? Yeah. But he does his work at home. And when he comes in,
but that comes back to establishments and places anyway, you know what I mean? That's like I said, the goal of this interview obviously is to promote arm wrestling, but more importantly is get a place to promote it and to grow it.
Develop it
and develop it in the right way, so that, like I said, we can look back and that man there has found something and grew something, and even other people behind him.
The point is having all this knowledge and information and not being able to develop it to a proper level, because basically arm wrestling now needs a little bit of support from someone.
And I'm also aware that I'm not the future. The future is the young generation coming, and if it's you looking in the camera, you're the next generation, not me. I'm okay with stepping back at some point and becoming the trainer full time, like 10 years, 15 years, and then like I'll do as much as I can to do as good as I can. But eventually, it's the people outside there that come in here.
Like you're hoping someone here now watching today will be a future Irish champion or a future European champion or something like that.
We could have one in the team.
We could.
Like I think that we have one in the team already that's already could be something in the future. Do you know what I mean? I think we have one at least at the moment
that's capable.
Yeah, he's already capable of handling me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Look, lads, you have to aim high as well in any sport because all sports, like, they have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
They do.
You made a very good point as well, John, that there's people out there maybe are bad at basketball, bad at boxing, bad at football, and they might be saying, what's for me?
What's for me?
I'm not running around the pitch,
you know
what I mean? I'm not good with people. Like some people don't even like looking in people's eyes. You know, when they're on a sport and they don't want to run around the pitch or they don't want to be in a locker room.
Well, some people feel overwhelmed in a team environment because it could be just their personality or whatever. Whereas, at least with the arm wrestling, I know there's a team behind you, but you're up there then on your own, and it's you then against your opponent.
And you know when you succeed, it's unbelievable, the feeling. But like, don't get me wrong, right? When you fail, it feels horrible. But in arm wrestling, there's nobody who has never took a loss in arm wrestling. So
you learn from failure too, like.
But I think this is a sport that you need to be like able to take a loss.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've taken many. I've taken an awful lot of ass whoopings, to be honest with you. But like, it's made me better. I
don't learn
100%.
I say that you learn more from losses than
100%. I tell you now, I took a victory recently, right? And the feeling I had afterwards. Do you know when you see in the movies when they get their revenge on someone and they say in the movie, that didn't feel as good as I thought. I seen it happen. I got a victory, and it was like, and I went, I expected more of a feeling. I got more out of the losses actually than I did.
So really, to be fair, lads, it's not about big egos. Look, we're the lads that are big egos. We'll take, you know. It's really about developing, learning, and the next generation to come. That's what. And as Alan said there, the key here, guys, is they need a place now that they can call their own, and hopefully, as you said, somewhere up in the north. Like I know, like we all know there now, the government have given a lot of funds there to, we'd say, the likes of the GA, the likes of all the different soccer clubs around, and they have. So like, wouldn't it be great if someone could come in and just get you started somewhere? I mean, I know you see steel tech sheds there or garages, fellas could set up in there, or it doesn't take that much.
It's a small step, but where does it lead to it, you know? So it's a very small step. Like we're aiming to make this a club.
A club?
And a club where all are welcome. Do you know? And young and old, no one is judged. And no matter who comes through the door, whether it's male or female, you are welcome. You're not judged. You're not feel intimidated. You're not felt unwanted. And the social aspect of it, and when you see a person coming out of their own, you know, and
out of their shed,
and then you see them all talking, developing, and then they're growing in a sport that they say, "Oh, I could be very good at this."
We even have a couple of lads in our team at the moment that were very sure they came in.
I mean,
but in talking, they came in.
Arm wrestling is not in the Olympics.
Arm
wrestling is not in the Olympics, but it could be.
It could be. Well,
who's to say?
Well, I can go back a few years ago, and there was no boxing for the ladies. There wasn't, like, and who went a long way in helping that? Our own, she's from Bray. Who is it? You know who it is?
Go on, answer it, John.
Do you know?
Keep the interview flowing.
She's a professional boxer.
Katie Taylor.
Yeah, Katie Taylor. Yeah. She was the one. Like, if I'm correct, going back a few years ago, that she was saying she'd love to see it in the Olympics, and she was striving, and sure, I think she got a gold medal the first time she fought there. So and look at her now, she's a professional, making lots of money. Like, she started she started as a soccer player. If I'm correct. She started as she did. Or else she was doing a bit of both, but boxing was her first love. And look what happened. So as you said, who's to say it wouldn't be in the Olympics? Because to be fair, the Olympics now for all different kinds of sports in there. I was watching it recently there, and I know it was a skateboarding or something in there that I never saw.
Dancing.
But there was another one then, they were doing climbing walls.
Yeah.
I've never seen that, and they go up the wall in like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So like, it's not unrealistic to say why can't arm wrestling be in the Olympics.
Yeah.
It is still a sport, like.
It's a sport,
Yeah.
and it should be taken seriously. And guys, what we're trying to do today is appeal for a bit of support out there for anyone who's interested in sport, interested in people, and getting a place where inclusion is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm picking up here, lads, from Bodie, that whoever comes in will be welcomed, and that's what it's all about, and educated.
I will say as well that everyone's welcome, and they don't have to share the same views. They don't have to share the same beliefs. You can have your own views, your own beliefs. You can have whatever you want. We don't go down that whole situation in the way you can train whatever way you feel like training. You can do whatever you feel like doing. Be as into it as you are into it, or not into it as you are. Don't want to be into it. But just as long as we get somewhere, TAF is more of like a future for us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the end goal is to become a real sport out there. As like arm wrestling isn't on the table anymore.
Literally,
And we want it to become like recognised as a real thing.
And you don't have to have 18-inch biceps or anything to join the club. Well,
Alan.
big four.
A head sport, it's not the most important.
Yeah.
No, it's not, and I think that's what it's about too. That you've nothing to lose.
Yeah.
And especially if team sports isn't your gig, this could suit down to the ground, literally. Like.
There's still a team sport here within the areas, like you're in I want to say a thing called, like, there's still a family here that will support you. Yeah, it's an individual because you're on the table on your own, but you're not on your own because there's a family behind you cheering you on every step of the way.
Yeah,
and there's a man there next to me who will coach you every step of the way, and there's other lads that will give them knowledge to you every step of the way. So you're not going to be thrown into a deep end. There is steps.
Yeah, you're not going to be.
And as you said, Ronnie there we just say, no, you came in and after 6 months you wanted to compete. Ronnie would know your level and go, look, you might need another 6 months, or he might go, look, you're ready to go. And that's what it's all about.
Like Ronnie will set you up at matches if he feels that you are ready for a match. But he will give you a match that you will be able for.
You're not going to be thrown against someone that's twice your level, you know.
And there's all weight classes, obviously, lads.
But see, outside the team, there's weight classes. Inside the team doesn't need to be weight classes in the sense
it's
that
different.
So you could be like, say 15 stone, it could be someone 12 stone, but the strength levels are close and the skill level is close, and we might put you together against each other in a match. Best of 2, best of 3, whatever, best of 4, depending as you start. Like at the moment now, me and Alan would be in the sense that we'd be the best of 4, say, for instance, right? But and the guy that comes in is like, it could be the first to 2.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? His match would be first to 2, so when he gets to 2, then he can step off. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go to 4, because that would be down to 6 matches. Do you know what I mean? They might be able for that level.
It makes sense, really.
Do you know what?
Yeah, it does. Like.
Different horses, different courses.
So that's, that explains it well, really. So I think we've covered a lot of ground today, lads.
100%,
And, as I said, I suppose we'll finish up there now soon, but I was delighted to get you out to my own gym here.
Yeah, thanks for welcoming us.
Lovely
place you have to.
Don't
do it again next year.
Yeah, we will. And I'm hoping, lads, when we do it next year, we will have the location that, the whole lot of the team deserves, because that's what it's about now, getting a stable location where the lads can train whatever nights of the week they want.
And let me say as well, street level arm wrestling on YouTube. Thanks, subscribe.
Wouldn't have a look, I've been there myself.
Just before that, I think John was just trying to make a very good point that all we want is a place to call our own that we can establish, we can grow, but more importantly, we as a team can choose the thing and the days that will suit everybody. Because right now we're restricted to, and we do appreciate where we are.
But you're too restricted.
We're very restricted.
You're limited.
Do you know what I mean?
Limited is the word. And you don't want to be limited. You want to have a place that will just say is up in X spot, and if you want to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday, Ronnie is the keys. And if Ronnie is around, Alan will open up. And if you're stuck, I will open up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but
you know what I mean?
But it's our place.
It's your place.
And we're not dancing to other people's tune, we're dancing to our own tune. And we are calling the shots that will basically be ideal for everybody, and we try to accommodate everybody and the times that will suit everybody.
Yeah.
But not too late, not too early, but at the end of the day, we are in control of when it happens, what day it happens, the times it happens, and we're not being restricted to, even though we appreciate it, we're not being
But
restricted.
you just need to go to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So
We need to take our own future in our own hands, basically.
that's it, really, isn't it? So, no, lads, I was delighted to have you out here today, and I hope you all enjoyed the interview with Ronnie and Alan.
Thank you.
Until next time, thanks for listening.
Thank you.